So here I am back with the 6 questions to seek answers for. And you know, I have a lot of questions. I come with deadly 6 questions always. You give me answers. I have a lot of work pending, right? So today also I am here to seek answers soon, to discuss all the answers and to go back home soon. Because I get hungry while I am discussing all this. So then, we'll move on to question number 1. Okay, so which animal exclusively eat only eucalyptus leaves and nothing else? Which animal exclusively eat only eucalyptus leaves and nothing else? Option number 1, panda. Option number 2, koala. Option number 3 is monkey. Panda, koala or monkey? Which animal exclusively eat only eucalyptus leaves and nothing else? I don't know. Panda eats all types of leaves, I guess. I have no proper idea about that. Monkey, of course, eats bananas and all that stuff, not just eucalyptus leaves. So, I guess it's koala, right? It has to be koala. I guess so. Okay. So, now let's just have a check on our answer.
The answer is
koala. Okay, so my answer turned out to be correct, though I was not sure, right? So in exams and all, when you have a lot of questions like multiple choice questions where you have to always seek the answers, I mean you have to find the answers, right? You know, like the answers most probably given for the multiple questions answers are like the twins, which are identical. So you have to think in different ways, like, right? So you have to think, this happens, no, it's not like this. This was not here, it was something else. Like this, you have to always think and you have to figure out the answer yourself. You don't have to be scared for those things. Okay, so the koala is related to the kangaroo and the wombat. The koala is a marsupial mammal. The reason the koala is called koala bear is because koala looks like a teddy bear, which I love the most. You know, teddy bears, I have a lot of teddy bears at home, like which I get for the birthdays and all. I have a lot of teddy bears, they're so cute and I love them a lot, right? So, okay. Koala's scientific name is Pluscactocinereus. Right. Now there are only 2,000 to 8,000 koalas in the wild. You know, they are getting extincted, right? That should not happen, although not officially classified as endangered. The population of Australian koalas has dropped by 90% less than in a decade. This is due to the destruction of koala's natural habitat, a narrow crescent on the east coast of Australia. You know, these animals get extinct because the people, or due to people's doings, they are, the habitats gets destroyed. Then they don't have a place to live. They die in cold or maybe it's hot, so they die. Is it right? No. So you don't have to do that. Never ever do that, right? If you see somebody destroying some habitat of an animal, just tell them, no, they're not going to do that again. Right? I know you are smart. You can do it. Right, my fellows? I know you can always do it. Stand by the right side and that is the best. Right? You don't have to be scared. If you are right and if nobody stands by you, that is their fault and not yours. So you don't have to worry, you just have to think, you have to give your best to it, right? You always have to stand by the right. Don't let people do all these cruelty things to the animals, right? They get endangered, you get bored of living alone, the humans, you know. So you always have to have animals around you, such a natural, a beautiful environment around you to live in a lively way, right? Okay. So, moving on to question number 2. Okay. Duck, penguin, goose. Answers given. Can you guess the question? No. How can you guess the question? I have to tell you the question, right? Okay. So, question number 2 is, which is the only bird that can swim but can't fly? Which is the only bird that can swim but can't fly? Duck, penguin, goose. Option number 1, duck. Option number 2, penguin. Option number 3, goose. What is it? I know, I'm damn sure the answer has to be a penguin, because the penguin walks like this, and the penguin cannot, fly, but it can swim, right? So, I'll stick to the answer penguin, and we'll just go and have a check. I know it's correct. For your reassurance, let's have a check.
The answer is
Penguin. Okay, I told you the answer is penguins. They are so cute. They walk like this, bending to all the sides. And penguins are the bird that cannot fly but can swim, right? Penguins are a group of aquatic flightless birds. They live almost exclusively in the southern hemisphere, with only one species, the Galapagos penguin, found north of the equator. Highly adapted for life in water, penguins have counter-shaded dark and white plumage, and their wings have evolved into flippers. Most penguins feed on the krill, fish, squid, and other forms of sea life which they catch while swimming underwater. They spend roughly half of their lives on land and other half in the sea. How cool, such watery animals, right? Although almost all penguin species are native to the southern hemisphere, they are not found only in the cold climates such as Antarctica. In fact, a few species of penguin live so far in the south, right? So, several species are found in the temperate zone, and one species, the Galapagos penguin, lives near the equator, right? The largest living species is the emperor penguin. Okay. So, this is all about the penguins, right? And some prehistoric species attained enormous sizes, becoming as tall or as heavy as an adult human. My God! So, if you have free time, just search and watch the videos of the penguins. They are lovely animals, right? And learn to love animals also. So, with this, let's move on to question number 3. Okay. So, okay. Question number 3 is, escape velocity of a rocket fired from Earth towards the moon is a velocity to get rid of the option number 1, Earth's gravitational pull. Option number 2, moon's gravitational pull. Option number 3, centripetal force due to Earth's rotation. Escape velocity of a rocket fired from Earth towards the moon is a velocity to get rid of the Earth's gravitational pull. I have heard it. I think that's the answer, and we'll just have a check, right?
the answer is
Earth's gravitational pull. Escape velocity of a rocket fired from the Earth towards the moon is a velocity to get rid of the Earth's gravitational pull. You know what's gravitational pull? You know, like we are here standing or sitting without falling like this is because of this gravitational force, right? You know, if the gravitational force is not there, we can't stay still like this. We shake, we'll fall, all that will happen, right? So, this gravity is the force which draws the bodies or something towards the center, right? The force of gravity keeps all the planets in orbit around the Sun. What are the planets? Saturn, Jupiter, Neptune, Mars, Mercury, Venus, all these are planets. So, these planets will fall, right? So, why doesn't it fall? Because of this gravitational pull. It helps to keep them around without falling like dong, right? Okay. If this gravitational force is not there, huge problems might occur. Right. So, we've got a few more questions, but you know, I'm a little lazy like, so I'll just go home, have a sip of water and be back with the next questions. Stay here, don't go anywhere. Okay. Okay, so after having a sip of water, I feel fine, right? So, then I'm here to ask you and to discuss the answer of the fourth question. Okay, which of these birds cannot fly? Which of these birds cannot fly? Normally, what do you think when we say birds? You think all the birds can fly. But no, there are some birds who can't fly also. Not like all birds might have wings, but not all can fly. So, options given here are kiwi, ostrich, penguin and all of the above. And I'll say it's all of the above because kiwi cannot fly, penguin no, ostrich also no, but ostrich can run fast obviously, but not to fly. So, I'll stick to that answer. I won't change it because I know that's correct. Let's just have a check.
The answer is
All of the above. So, I knew my answer was correct. It was, all these birds cannot fly, right? So, it's like this. When we say birds, we remember a lot of types, right? Might be parrots who are very talkative, which always talk. Once they hear something, what do? They just speak that out. They just like if they hear others speaking something or the other, they just start repeating those things after them, right? They start imitating sparrows and what else? And these birds like owls, right? Those type of birds, some of them, some of them can like do sing in the mornings, do shout at night, and some of the birds like peacocks, the female part is not nice, but not beautiful, but the male party is really beautiful. When the peacocks spread their feathers, how beautiful they are. There are things like that in the bird family also. And one thing you have to always keep in your mind is you should never break their nests out. They make nests with a very difficulty, right? So, like if we say they have a beak, right? Not a mouth. Their mouth is the beak. So, with the beak, they bring small things. They go far to find things, and then they build the nest. And what do? You just throw a stone with a caterpillar or something, and then you just break it up. Finish. No, you shouldn't do like that, right? You are good kids, you are good fellows, so you won't do like that. You always have to, protect the animal party and treat them well. Okay. So, moving on to question number 5, right? Which is the only bird that can rotate its head to 270 degrees? Which is the only bird that can rotate its head to 270 degrees? Option number 1, parrot. Option number 2, owl. Option number 3, sparrow. And I'll stick to the answer owl because I know, I have heard that the owl can rotate its head to 270 degrees. I'm not really sure, so let's just have a check on it.
The answer is
Owl. And ta-da! It was all right. Okay, so owls. There are around 200 different owl species. There are different kinds of owls. I mean 200 types. Interesting to hear also. Owls are active at night. They are nocturnal, just like me, right? When the school teachers and all give so much of homework, all those workloads, assignments and all that stuff, what should I do? Like I work all night or else my mommy scolds me. Then I go to school in the morning and then I used to sleep there. And then I used to get punished also, that's something else. But I also used to stay awake and active at night. Yeah, because in evenings I come here to discuss all the questions with you. Right. So, a group of owls is called a parliament. My God, it's interesting, right? A group of owls. Like a flock of cows, it's a group of owls. Sorry, it's a group of owls is called a parliament of owls. Right. Most owls hunt insects, small mammals and other birds. Some special species hunt fish. Right. Some owls have powerful claws which help them to catch and kill the prey. Owls have large eyes and a flat face. They have large eyes like this and they have a flat face, right? Owls can turn their head as much as 270 degrees. That means more than what we do, something like this, they can turn more also, right? Okay, so owls are far-sighted. That means they can see a long distance, and meaning that they can't see things close to their eyes clearly. Close to their eyes they can't see clearly, but something which is far they can see very clearly, right? Okay, owls are very quiet in flight compared to the other birds of prey. The color of owls' feathers help them to blend into the environment. That's camouflage, right? Barn owls can be recognized by their heart-shaped face. Barn owls have heart-shaped face, right? That is how we used to recognize them. Okay, so with that, let's move on to the last sixth question. Okay, match the name with the master picture given here. Okay, so option number 1, Cappadocia, Turkey. Option number 2, Disco Bay, Greenland. Option number 3, Galapagos Islands, Ecuador. I have heard this Galapagos Island, it is like, something like this. So, I guess it's like that. Okay, so let's see whether my answer is correct.
the answer is
Galapagos Islands, Ecuador. Okay, so that was the Galapagos Islands in Ecuador, right? So, this Galapagos Island islands, they are, a part of the Republic of Ecuador, and archipelago volcanic islands distributed on either sides of the equator in the Pacific Ocean surrounding the center of the Western Hemisphere. This is 906 kilometers west of the continental equator. So, these islands are known for their large number of endemic species and were studied by Charles Darwin during the second voyage. His observations and collections contributed to the inception of Darwin's theory of evolution by means of natural selection. Okay. The Galapagos Island and their surrounding waters from the Galapagos province of Ecuador, the Galapagos National Park and the Galapagos Marine Reserve. The principal language on this island is Spanish. The islands have a population of slightly over 25,000, and that's interesting. Okay, so the group of islands was shown and named in Abraham's Oathleaf's Atlas published in 1590. The first crude map of the islands was made in 1684. Okay, so that's it about this island, right? So, if you have any questions more about this, what should you do? You just have to write them to us, to our address, which is right over there, or else what you have to do is to call us up to the number 076-821-2266. Tell me your questions through WhatsApp or Viber, that is also possible. Then I will answer. And then what else? If you want to see me on the other is also, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel, which is Aplus TV, or else you can follow me on what do you call them, the social media sites? Any idea? Yeah, I remember now. Facebook, Twitter and Instagram, right? Okay, so that is what all you have got to do, and now I have to leave because I've got a lot of work at home pending to do. Okay, so Dobby's gonna go. Bye bye, stay safe.